Hi, this is Magnolia Blossom, and I'm here with Magnolia After Dark. Tonight's story is an unusual story. On September 7th, a couple of years ago, on Highway 169 between Le Sueur, Minnesota and Mankato, Minnesota, I see men on 3 horses slide down the last little ways on this one hill. Some of the trees are kind of wiggling and shaking, and they end up on the road, and I slam on my brakes of my SUV. And you know, SUVs, you're always worried about rolling over it, but those anti-lock brakes did their job, and the stability track, and I came and almost hit one of their horses. And the lead man on that horse that I almost hit, he jumps off, and I think, who is this guy? He doesn't even look like he's wearing clothes for my time. And I'm all alone in this SUV, and I haven't met any cars, and it's about midnight, which isn't real late. But then I see the other horses kind of are around my SUV. I can't move. I don't know what to do. The man walks over and knocks on my window. And I go, well, what do I got to lose? So I hit the button, and the window went down. And he says, ma'am, I don't know what this thing is that you're riding in, but it was going mighty fast, and those torch lights were lighting up the area pretty good. So me and my friends are going to be riding with you. And I'm saying, well, I don't know if I'm going to where you need to go. And he says, ma'am, you're going to where we need to go, whether you want to or not. So I say, okay, get in. And they leave their horses there, and they get in the vehicle. And now I'm almost to Mankato. And I said, where do you want me to drop you off? He says, ma'am, we're not being dropped off here. We need to get out of this place very fast, and you're coming with us. I didn't like that at all. You know why? Because I thought I'd been kidnapped one other time by the principal when I was in grade school. So here goes my imagination again. I'm thinking, how can I get onto this car and they're going to stay in it? I don't know. They seem pretty friendly. They ask lots of questions. They want to know about this vehicle that we're in. I tell them about it. I tell them it has a V8 engine hybrid. And they look at me like I'm from Mars or something. And then one guy, I can hear this click, 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 click noise. And I look up in the rearview mirror, and he's got this big long pistol with a rattly old clip, not a clip, but a barrel in it. And I'm thinking, oh my, this is the last day of my life for sure. But then I keep going, and I end up at Magnolia, Minnesota. And I drive into town, and there is the county sheriff sitting at a stop sign. And we are going to go right up behind him. And I'm thinking, we're going to go right up behind him, and I'm going to smash into his bumper. So I go up and real careful so that the man in my truck don't get too excited. But then when I get close to the police officer, I step on it and I run into the back of him and push him about 3 feet ahead. There, that ought to be enough. He does exactly what I think he's going to do. He jumps onto that truck and comes back to where I'm at. Well, what do you think those 3 men do? They get their guns out, and they're going to, I don't know what they're going to do to that guy. They're going to do something with their guns. But the officer, as soon as he got bumped, before he jumped out, he called for backup. So now the sirens are coming, and I know that help's on the way. But these 3 men, they don't have any idea what's going on. Anyway, long story short, they get captured. But one of the men leaves something in the back seat. It's a railroad ticket from Missouri to Northfield. And then it has a drawing of the street, the main street of Northfield, Minnesota, It has a big X. It says First National Bank. And it has the date September 7th, 1876. Well, I don't know how I got mixed up with these people, but they were the Cole Younger gang that robbed the Northfield Bank. It was the last robbery that the Younger gang did, and they were the 3 younger brothers, and they all ended up in prison. Now, don't know what happened after those sheriff deputies took them and what went on, but somehow, as I was driving along 169, their time and my time came together. Imagine that. Imagine that. So it's a mystery. It's a mystery indeed. And that's the end of the story. I hope y'all come back sometime. Bye.